Just in time sports. We're recording this time. You see the ring?
We're actually recording.
I never know.
And we had a hell of a dark episode. Oh man, we had a hell of a dark episode. That was a great dark episode. But welcome into the Just in Time Sports Podcast After Dark. It seems this show always tends to get bigger, and now we're adding our guy Tramel, aka T-Mel, into the pod. He's joining the Just in Time Sports family. He's also joining the IMS family, but they'll get into that later. No one cares about that right now.
I was supposed to be revealed at the end, but all right, that's cool.
That's great.
I still thought over
like if you say you're like yo.
I get that, but we're getting to that later. So I said we're getting to it later. All right. Anyway, we also, as always, sitting with Jai from Hey Jai. Follow at jtimesports on all of your favorite social medias. Literally all of them. Same handle. It doesn't change. I'm not one of those weirdos that have 7 different handles. But make sure you follow at jtimesports on all favorite social medias. Today is going to be why is his circle so big? Who made him the star? I don't. What? That,
no. No.
God.
You know what it looked like? It looked like that Migos chain when they had.
Why is he just his face? Who's giving him editing power?
I don't know.
I don't like it. I don't know what he's got going on. But anyway, same way like the Vikings, I don't like what they got going on today either. However, we are going to get into all having the belt is crazy.
That's what the got going on.
Oh God,
we're going to get.
They just got a bunch of random shit you can find, nigga. Shoot everything, nigga.
We're going to get into all of the wild card games. I guess probably the smartest way is to take them in order. Kind of how they played.
Yeah. And we have puns.
We have plenty of puns. For instance, we're going to start off with the Ravens and the team that I guess you can still call them the Steelers. They're not very tough these days. But
I'm not going to Twitter. Henry steals the day.
Oh my God, there's so many puns. As a guy who can appreciate a good pun, that was nice. That was nice.
Am I fucking with that?
No, I definitely like it. It threw me off guard. Like steals with the steal. That's nice. That's actually great pun work. Tramel, this is your first time here, so I usually do all the stat stuff real quick, and then we get into all the nonsense afterwards. Because on this show, you will learn nothing. But it sounds nice at the beginning. So Derrick Henry with 186 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, 26 carries, 7 yards a carry in a playoff game is insane. Lamar Jackson with $175 and 2 touchdowns. He was also sacked once. QBR 84 out of 100. He also ran for another 81 yards on 15 carries. That's the stats. Who cares about the Steelers? All right, let's get into it. I guess, Jai, you can go first.
Well, this was a Derrick Henry showing y'all that he's not washed game. On the Ravens side, I don't really have much to talk about. I mean, this is the first time, not the first time, but they stuck to their identity. And typically, the knock that's been with the Ravens has been that whenever they get into the playoffs, they don't stick to their identity. They stop running the ball. They want to get cute. They want to pass the ball. Yeah. It's not Ravens football. Ravens football, my entire life has been run the ball hard, and they're going to have the best defense on the field. And that's exactly what happened that day. They covered well. They tackled well. They played physical up front. The offensive line played physical. I want to give flowers to, and I hate that I forgot his name now, but the rookie right tackle out of Washington.
Yeah.
Yes. TJ Watt. Tyler James
nothing
Watt.
Burger.
Nothing
burger.
Deshaun Javante Watt had 0 stats.
I'm actually curious what the TJ stands for now because Deshaun was insane.
I think like Travis. I don't know.
Travis. Yeah.
TJ Watt's 30?
You know what's crazy? Pause for the cause. Travis Hunter is a black Travis.
Huh.
I know a few Travises.
I don't know any. Besides Scott.
And that's not even his real name.
He kind of picked that. It is Trent Jordan Watt. Is what he stands for.
His name is Trent. Yes, the other day.
Yeah, Trent Jordan Watt.
That whole best defender in the league, yeah, that went out the window.
If he just put his name on the application, you'd be kind of curious to be like, what is walking through this door?
Yeah,
like you really
Trent. You really have no idea. Trent Jordan Watt. Yeah, interesting.
But yeah, Ravens played great. They did it without Zay Flowers, which I think was huge. I think Lamar played the game that he did the best of his abilities, right? He used his legs. As much as people don't want to say it, oh, Lamar, you gotta become better as a passer. Blah, 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 blah. Guess what? He's the best running back in the NFL. And Derek running, I'm not calling him a running back like in a negative way, like how the white people do. I mean, like honestly, like if Lamar was to play running back full time, he'd be the best running back in the NFL. He's the best runner in the NFL. Whenever it comes to running with the football, he's the best at it. Right. And it looks like his actual running back might be number 2. So yeah, I really ain't got too much to say on the Ravens. I don't want to get to Mike Tomlin, to be honest with you.
We can have a conversation after we hit the round table. Because I feel like that's going to be a conversation.
Tree takeaways from the game.
Hey, man, all I can say is I've been telling folks since Lamar got drafted that this is what he's capable of. Nobody believed me except the Ravens fans in the chat, but
who cares about that?
Exactly. But yeah, man, I've been saying this since Lamar came into the draft. He should have been a top pick of all the quarterbacks that came out before him. Easily. I mean, come on, bro. He showed that he had the arm talent in college. It wasn't like he was dinking and dunking down the field. He had the deep passes. If you actually watched him play, you seen him make good, deep, accurate throws. Now, was it as good as everybody else showed? Probably not. I'm not going to say that. But he's shown he could throw the ball deep. On top of that, what he could do with his legs, all you had to do was give him to a team that was willing to say, okay, we're going to build the entire offense around you and allow him to be what he is, which was very successful in the playoffs.
For the first time.
Yeah. No. He has 3 playoff wins now. And 3 MVPs apparently. So
definitely 3 MVPs. The MVPs are definitely his. As far as the Ravens, that was a game that was physically dominating. Like there's certain games where you're like, damn, y'all don't have a chance. When them people ran the ball 13 straight times for like 90 yards and scored, it's just like, damn. Like it's 14-0 and it's over. You got Cam Hayward like huffing and puffing on the sideline. He about to die. TJ Watt wondering what happened to him. Dante Jackson's going, I don't even know why I'm guarding receivers at this point. And the whole Ravens offense looking like, see you after half, buddy. We're coming to do it again. And it's just like, oh, that's just trash. They ran for 296 or 99 yards on their division rival in the playoff. On anybody in the playoff is insane.
That's crazy.
Like you rushed for 300?
Rushing for 300 is definitely worse than this for 300.
Oh yeah, no, rushing for 300 is definitely worse.
That means that they were more physical than you, they wanted more than you, and Pittsburgh should be ashamed of themselves.
Even still watching the game, the Pittsburgh just looked like, all right, bro, we know we're not supposed to be here.
Can somebody tell Russell Wilson that he not fast no more? I think Russell Wilson the only person that don't think that he's not fast no more.
He thinks he still got that speed.
It takes him so long to get back to the line of scrimmage, bro. It don't be
like at certain points, I'd be like, is he jogging? Like,
nah,
because everybody else is catching him. It's just like
he be trying, bro. He just don't be going nowhere.
I think if you're gonna play like that, then I will say you should have just rocked with Fields. But I'm a full believer in that. I don't think that Justin Fields is a better quarterback than Russell Wilson. I don't think that Justin Fields is a better quarterback than Caleb Williams. But I will say Fields has an element that probably would have been more useful considering that the rest of your team and your offense was dog shit But I think that Russell Wilson starting was trying to keep George Pickens in line, and because you know how he can get whenever he's not satisfied. It's something about
But that's
if
the
you
thing that gets me.
get drafted to the Patriots, you lose your talent like in Space Jam. If you're a wide receiver and you get drafted to the Steelers, you lose your mind like you're in a nut house. So that's typically what happens. And George Pickens is another line, and it's the next in the wide receivers of like, hey, I'm going to be super talented, but if shit don't go my way, I'm gonna fuck shit up.
I mean, the last one to just be cool over there was like Hines Ward.
Yeah, like you always trying to fight somebody. He's saying shit in the press conference, like, we kind of suck. That's basically what he said. So I think the Steelers should do the right thing and then just trade him to the Patriots for like the 3rd round pick. Keep rocking. But yeah,
it's always a motive with this guy, man.
Here's the thing, though. Considering he would lose his talent if it's in Space Jam, he would be untalented and a problem.
But no, because the brain cells will come back. The balance. And we good at getting outside guys. It's just the guys that we pick up. They the ones to be ass.
Cause bro, y'all don't listen to me, bro. Whenever I tell y'all to draft a wide receiver outside of N'Keal Harry, y'all don't listen, bro. I told y'all should have got Ladd McConkey. I told y'all. Don't nobody want to listen to me, but
I don't care what nobody said. Jalen Polk is supposed to be better than Ladd McConkey this year. I'm sorry. I saw the visual.
Interesting.
I'm not mad at him for that. But
I think Jalen Polk was really good, but not better than Ladd McConkey.
In college?
Bro, I don't think you understand. Ladd McConkey.
What we needed. Ladd McConkey is a slot. Period. He is.
Exactly. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Ladd McConkey and Brock Bowers had people thinking Carson Beck was a top quarterback.
That's true.
I mean, also Carson Beck's team did lead the nation in drops.
I don't care, bro. He's not good.
Yeah, he's not good.
He's not good, bro. Like,
all right, man. So, I guess before we leave the Steelers, man, just real quick, Tomlin.
Am I tripping or did he freeze?
Yeah, he freezes from time to time. It's just whenever he freezes, just keep on pushing.
He did though.
Yeah. Forget him. All right, he's gonna be on this show anyway. But no, as far as Mike Tomlin, I'm in such a conflicted position because as a coach, my job is to take the best of whatever you give me and do this as best as I can do it. Period.
He does that every year. Like
every year. You give me a single receiver.
Worst position ever. Like
you give me a single receiver. You give me a quarterback. You give me a offensive line. I figure out the defense, and we go 9-8, and we lose in the first round. But any other coach in the league goes 3-13.
But even still, like even on the defensive side, the only standouts he got, like that's really like is TJ and Minka.
And Hayward.
Okay, now Hayward, he getting old. He on more on the older side. He still makes plays here and there, but the real, like I would say, legit game changers is TJ, Minka, and Joey Porter coming into his own. He gonna be a top corner, but like they just like honestly, I think they should just like mutually part ways because I don't ever see them getting to a point to where like, okay, we're gonna be bad enough to get a top player, you know what I'm saying, in the draft.
He needs to like, and it's gonna sound awful when I say it, so I apologize every time. He needs to like take a leave of absence for you. Not necessarily. No, we don't care. We did the show without you. All right, so
what's the next one?
No, still on this one. But like we were saying in the chat, it's like he's good enough where you're never gonna be bad. You can give him a crap show, which you did a couple of those years. He's still gonna find a way to go 8-8 when there was 16 games, 9-8 when it's 17 games. He's freezing again. See what I'm saying?
10-7.
he's never gonna be. We see he's never gonna be bad enough at his job for you to get a top pick. But he's never gonna get a good enough roster to ever win a Super Bowl again. You're basically in football purgatory, and you're kind of just stuck.
Yeah, I think they should just part ways and just let him hey, where you want to go, dog? We'll send you there.
I mean, he's probably loyal enough to the Steelers where he'd probably try to get them to trade something. Well, he'd probably be like, yeah, trade me for like a third or something, like get something back. But it's weird. He's too good of a coach to ever get his team bad enough to be successful. Like it's the weirdest situation in football right now.
Yeah, I'm about to be right here.
Send him to Dallas, man.
If you Jerry,
yeah, I hired him today.
I'm calling the Steelers right now. I'll be like, which one?
Okay. Tell me what it is.
There's nobody. There's nobody in the second round. Third. Honestly,
with a Cowboys pick, they might trade the one.
For who?
For Tomlin.
No, I'm saying you said they might trade the one or trade 2-1.
Trade the first round pick for Tomlin.
Oh
yeah. I'm like, yeah. If I'm the Cowboys, I consider it.
No. I'm not saying trade to number one overall. I'm saying trade the first round pick for Tomlin.
This is a mediocre draft class with honestly the positions that are good are positions you already have.
Edge, QB, receiver.
I don't even think the edges are that good for real. I just think it's just like a bunch of edges.
It's a bunch of high floor guys.
Yeah, and it's like, but you know what the world's best floor in the NFL? 9-8, 10-7. That's a great floor to have.
Exactly.
It's an amazing floor to have, right?
Especially if you're in the NFC, that's a playoff spot.
Nigga, that might be the NFC East couple of years.
You automatically have the best coach in your division. Actually, low key, they probably already had the best coach in their division.
I would say they probably had the best coach. Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn's better than Nick Sirianni.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn's nice. But if Tomlin comes in, that guy.
The Eagles surrounded Nick Sirianni with talented coordinators and
a hell of a security staff.
That's literally saving his career, bro.
And a hell of a security staff.
I'm not gonna lie. Right. They get
which Gerard Mayo could have had that. All right, next game. Yeah. We was on them for a lot.
All right, we was on that for a minute. We really gotta bring that time down, especially these blowouts. All right, so game number 2 on the docket on Saturday night. It was Texans hosting the Chargers.
You got that in reverse, by the way, but we'll let it rock. Texans was charged up.
No, it was a home game for the Texans.
No, Texans I'm saying the Texans played at 3. The Ravens played that night.
Huh.
You went back.
Sure. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
All right. Whatever. Doesn't matter. All right. The Texans were charged up.
Top 5 quarterback, CJ Stroud, man.
Definitely top 5.
CJ Stroud played like shit too.
And he played the 7th best quarterback in Justin Herbert.
Okay. No. And no. But no.
Herbert's not top 5, bro.
He's not top 5. He's not top 6. He's not top 7. But
hey, I'm with you.
But I will say this. CJ Stroud did not play good that game. That was the DeMeco Ryans game. But Justin Herbert played the worst game. He picked the worst time to play the worst game of his career. And I don't think it was so much of the next quarterback we're gonna talk about had this too. I don't think it was so much of DeMeco Ryans doing. I think it was just kind of like he shit the bed.
Yeah, no, that was absolutely awful. Like he just missed.
He threw more picks in that game than he did all season.
And the picks weren't even like great defensive plays. He just like hit him in the chest.
Who was it? I think it was Stingley. His first pick was.
His first pick
was. No, not Stingley. The rookie from Georgia.
Yeah, the other corner.
That was a great defensive play.
I think that was the difference in preparation, which I'm surprised to see a John Harbaugh team not be that prepared. The O-line, which has been good at pushing on the run all season, was not good yesterday. D-line was good in the first half, but I think after so much, when the Texans started to run the ball, that kind of did them in. And having short fields and
repeatedly,
it's only so much you can do. CJ Stroud is too good you can't keep playing with him like that. So
I mean, top 5 quarterbacks tend to be. You know?
All right.
Feel me? Like he found a way to win.
Is Justin Herbert a bust? Or, as Emmanuel Acho would say, a social media quarterback?
Emmanuel Acho would say he was not doing things with Joy Taylor either. So, can't really trust what Emmanuel Acho is saying these days.
Man, I get not copping up to it, but if Emmanuel Acho would deny it, he gay. Because I'll pop Joy Taylor. I'm saying I'll pop Joy Taylor. Well, if I pop Joy Taylor, I might not say it, but if I'm asked,
unless she said, "Don't tell nobody." If she give me the
unless she said, "Don't tell."
Give me the green light. I'm like, hey man, look.
No. Unless she gives me the explicit red light. I don't need the green light. I just don't need to be told no. As long as that's not
Chatty LaBelle. Look at you.
I'm not gonna offer it. I'm not gonna offer it. But if explicitly asked directly.
Can I pause real quick and go off topic and extend my apology to Stafford?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, guess what? He's top 5.
Yeah, bro.
That's a real top 5.
I had him in my top 10. Not like
you had him at 7. You had him behind Jared Goff.
Okay. To be fair, I was BSing with that. I was BSing with that. Come on, bro. I've never put Jared Goff in my top 10. Stop it. No.
Jared Goff is a top 10 quarterback. Let's not do that.
I put him at 10. Like, no.
You know what? Let's do that because producing.
You said what?
Producing. Fuck the script. Top 10 right now.
Mahomes,
right there.
Mahomes, Lamar, Josh,
Allen, Burrow.
CJ and Stafford is interchangeable. Burrow is 6.
Go to hell.
7.
6.
Yeah, bro. I can't, bro. You can't. No, you can't. You got to get in the playoffs, bro. You got to get in the playoffs.
Use the fuck out of him. His coach is Zach Taylor.
That's you. I'm not faulting everybody else because of Joe Burrow's head coach.
I led the league in passing yards and passing touchdowns. I did my job.
Tua led the league in passing yards. So what?
He did his job.
Well, nobody vouching for him to be a top 10, top 5 quarterback.
At the time, it was Ricky.
Not trying to hit it. He got he's had the weapons he needed to succeed since he's been in the league. Not trying to hit it. Joe Burrow is 6.
Not true. Right.
His first year came in, he had Joe Mixon at running back. They drafted
the line that was so bad they blew his knee up.
Higgins. Then the next year they went and got Jamar Chase. And they had Tyler Boyd. You got all the reasons you need.
Okay, I will agree with you 6, but CJ 6.
I mean, I'm not mad at it.
CJ
I personally have
Stafford
6.
Stafford is 5.
I got Burrow at 6, bro.
Stafford is 5.
I get people.
Jordan Love is 7. I don't care. Jordan Love is 7.
Jared Goff with Jordan Love.
Nah, I can't put Jordan Love at 7, bro. He's too reckless, bro.
Jordan Love he got the fucking 5 receivers.
That you can't fault other people for somebody else not having something. Look,
they all got hurt.
Wait.
They got hurt in the middle of the game.
Lamar has worse receivers than Jordan Love.
But look, that's why Lamar's the second best quarterback. Is levels. Is levels.
Exactly.
Lamar.
Exactly.
But Goff ain't him.
I didn't say Goff for 7. I didn't say Goff for 7.
That being said, I got Jared Goff at number 8.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll put Jaden Daniels at 7. If we being honest, bro. I'm putting Jaden at 7.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that young fella baller. That young fella baller.
I got Jaden at
I'm putting Jaden at 7.
That young fella baller.
I'll do it. I will put a rookie over these old sorry motherfuckers. I got Jaden at 7.
All right, man. Let's get to it. Since we already mentioned it, let's talk about my boy. Eagles send love packing.
Got that bum out of there. That loser.
Listen, I will say the Eagles frauds, as we're looking at a pair of frauds right now. Not a pair, but some frauds. Eagles, Ivan Pace. What are you doing?
I told y'all at the beginning of the season, the Eagles did not progress as much as the Commanders did. When I said that, everybody wanted to throw a hissy fit, throw a frenzy. The Eagles replaced DeAndre Swift with Saquon. Is Saquon a top back? Yes. Is DeAndre Swift a bad back? No, he's not. Yeah, Saquon, he's a better back. He went for 2K. Yeah. All right, cool. But running back wasn't the Eagles' problem. They passing game stinks, bro. They pass and play calling stunk last year. It stinks now. Like
they can't pass.
Other design in Philly's passing game. I don't know. I don't even know what the goal of their passing game is.
It's the same with the Bengals. It's the same way like
but like at least the Bengals go down the field with their find my star and throw it. It looked like the Eagles just draw some stuff in the dirt right before the play and they go, all right, let's go.
I think the Eagles, with everything that happened with the Packers, and this is why Jordan Love is my guy. He's one of my guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like a certain type of quarterback.
Right now on the show, tell us who is all
I refuse to allow him to claim Matt Stafford. He's not going to.
My number one guy is Drake May. It's my guy.
Penix over Drake. Penix over Drake.
My number 2 guy.
Y'all seen the arm talent.
Josh Allen.
I give you Josh because he was on Josh earlier. I give you Josh.
Yeah.
I give you Josh.
My number 3 guy. Steph.
No. You know. No.
He's the Mount Rushmore of my guys.
Fuck that. You was on Matt Stafford.
I was gonna give you 5.
Jordan Love is 4 of my guys. 5. I don't know if I got a 5th guy.
You were calling him
cool, but they don't have guys. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean they get guys. It's like, oh, that's what's up. Like,
you were calling him Stat Padford like you were Rob Parker. I refuse to allow you. You can't even deny it.
Bullshit. What's wrong?
You can't even deny it. I refuse to allow you to go. Yeah, that's my guy.
Jackson, who's your Mount Rushmore in the league, man?
Who's your of your guys? Not
your guys. Who's my guys? So obviously it's my 2 LSU guys.
Sam Darnold is one of your guys.
Sam Darnold is one of my guys. Sam Darnold is one of my guys. It's my 2 LSU guys. Sam Darnold. Do I have a 4th?
Yes, and I know exactly who it is.
Kyler Murray.
He ain't.
Nah. He's not one of my guys no more. Is it Herb? Maybe Herb.
Nah, I say Kyler.
I know who it is.
I was going to say Trey Lance. I was going to say Trey Lance.
Trey Lance is definitely not one of my guys.
He was definitely one of your guys.
He was one of my guys, and then Kyle Shanahan tried to use that loser Brock Purdy.
You got to hold Trey Lance as your guy.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't. Trevor Lawrence is my guy. I'm still holding on to that bandwagon. Trevor Lawrence is my guy. Apparently, started picking black quarterbacks. The white guys, I get a little 50-50 on. But Trevor Lawrence is my guy. So
should we give him Trevor? I ain't gonna lie. I don't hear him talking about Trevor like he do Trey Lance.
I don't talk about Trey Lance no more. I don't talk about Trey Lance. Now, Kyler was the guy I had to abandon. He spent a little too much time on Call of Duty. I can't do it no more.
he literally be falling down. He look like a baby that's trying to walk. Whenever he get pressure, he'd be crazy.
Oh my God, when he takes off running, his little legs be going so fast.
All of Tramel's guys, spoiler alert audience, all of Tramel's guys are gonna be black and can run.
All the Tramel's guys are gonna
Except
either
for
play
Michael
for the
Penix.
Falcons and be
Michael
black
Penix
and can
can
run. And I'm saying they gotta be on the Falcons is the exception.
I just added Penix. I had to make adjustments. You know what I'm saying? Some folks don't play. Some folks had the opportunity to play. And
Justin Fields is gonna forever be a guy. You gotta
most definitely, but I want to talk about him. I was talking about Malik Willis. When he went
that loser.
A good offensive
you were a Malik Willis guy.
He showed he can play. My boy showed he can play.
Debatable.
But I had
I'll be honest, I didn't see it.
See, you didn't watch the Packers play. See, that's your problem. You're a fraud.
Matt,
and that's another thing about the Packers.
Just like the Vikings and Cam Darnold, you are a fraud.
That's another thing about that Packers game versus the Eagles game that got me thinking, like, yo, like, I ain't gonna lie, the Eagles is really about to get. They're gonna lose next week. I'm sorry, they're frauds because Matt LaFleur. This is the first time I've seen the Packers be called a bad game. Jordan Love, I'm not gonna say he played uncharacteristically bad because sometimes he like Mr. Jekyll and Dr. Hyde with the turnovers, right? So sometimes it's like he cool, sometimes he what he was on Sunday. As we watched Donald throw a bomb up, look at that, incomplete,
ain't gonna
just
lie,
like Donald.
Man.
That was hate.
The Rams, man. The Rams, man. They got a good little young core, man.
That's my Super Bowl pick. But yeah, like the Matt LaFleur even called a bad game. You know what I'm saying? Like even like some of his decisions were just bad. And they still had a chance to win it if they just wouldn't turn the ball over so much. The Eagles really couldn't do anything. So yeah. I ain't gonna lie, the wildcard games was kind of ass.
They were all bad. They were all blowouts. Go ahead and get this out the way. All right.
Yeah.
The Broncos couldn't cover the bill. These puns are getting better. They're getting better. I don't know who helped you with these. But they're definitely getting better. Yeah, I don't know who helped you with these, but these
guy, man. I can give.
They're definitely getting better. Again, I don't know who helped them with them, but he should keep them around. They're doing a great job. All right, so the Broncos played the Bills. The Broncos had Bo Nix. The Bills had Josh Allen. That's pretty much the story of this game.
Yeah, I thought it would be a lot closer.
I don't know why you did,
man,
but quickly
because Josh Allen is the alien. I mean, not Josh Allen is the alien, but this is kind of like the Broncos have a good team, bro.
Yep, and they have Bo
the Bills do not have a good top to bottom roster.
We can't just say they got Bo Nix at quarterback, but we got to give
Bo Nix a quarterback.
He shows that he can be a legit NFL quarterback.
This game was so good that it does not even deserve a pun.
It doesn't. No, this was a hell of a game. This was a hell of a football game. Easily the best game of the weekend. It even ends with a doink to win the game.
And I think we saw a star being born. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Jane Daniels officially. Like they always talk about in college, the Heisman moment is like the moment where it's like you're gonna always go back to that specific moment. Oddly for Jaden, it was against Florida, the 86-yard read option run is always gonna be his Heisman moment. Last night he had an MVP. He had a not MVP game, a rookie of the year game, a stardom game.
That 2-minute drill.
That 2-minute drill was beautiful.
Oh, it was, bro. That was.
I mean, like from start to finish.
That was Manning. That was Brady. That was Rodgers. That was those guys.
That was Breeze.
In crunch time. That was Breeze.
Yo, bro, a minute, or what was it? A little over 2 minutes left. You got 2-3 timeouts, and we trying to kick the ball with zeros on the clock. And it was
nothing
perfect
that the Buccaneers did wrong. They did everything
right. He just did it right. And it wasn't even like some of those 2-minute drives where you have like that oh my God play, where it's like the ball gets tipped and you're like praying it comes down.
It's just precision.
It was just ... Take a knee, field goal. And it's like, damn. Like,
he looked like a quarterback that's been in the NFL for like 4 years.
Yeah, but I think also this goes back to how they've been playing all season. They've done these close games all year. Hail Mary against Chicago aside, that's a fluke. That's never going to happen twice. Like, the ball goes to a crowd and gets tipped and your receiver staying in the back. That's never going to happen again. But week 18, they had a close game. Week 17, to win a division, they had a close game. They had an overtime game. They had one in week 13 or 12. They had like 4 or 5 games where it was like the last like 30 seconds they won the game. So they've done this all season. So outside of being an older veteran, he's an older quarterback that's a rookie. He's 23, 24 now. He's not the 21-year-old of a Drake May or, Caleb Williams is pretty young. He's not one of those guys. But they've also done this 4 to 5 times this year. It also helps to have 2 head coaches on your staff. You have your actual head coach in Dan Quinn, and then Cliff Kingsbury was the head coach for years as your OC. So they look very composed late. Hell of a game. Hell of an effort. I talk a lot of noise about Baker routinely. But hell of a game by him. It's just, the kid had the ball last.
The Browns wish they would have had Baker Mayfield last night.
The Browns would have had anybody besides Deshaun Watson. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. They would have wished for anybody besides Deshaun Watson.
They can have Kirk, man.
They can have Joe Milton for a third.
Shit,
nah, they can have Kirk for Miles Garrett.
See, you asking too much. Oh, the Vikings scored.
They did. I just didn't play it because it's still an ass kicking.
Yeah, it's just 27.
They score again.
They score again, it gets interesting. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, man. Overall, I think the wild card weekend, somebody said that this wild card weekend proved that it's only like 4 or 5 elite QBs in the NFL, and everybody else is just food. And I don't disagree with that, but I think this wild card weekend proved that the NFL is more competitive. Granted, the games were blowouts, but how? It wasn't a pure. It wasn't
like it was a stomping. Yeah, at no point did I feel Bills and Broncos.
The Ravens Steelers. That was the only
the
time
Ravens
where I was like,
physically
their 53
outmatched.
is better than your 53. But
yeah,
even in like
outmatched.
the Broncos, to me, that was Josh Allen being an alien.
Yeah, he made some plays to say, "Yo, I'm better than y'all." Like our team maybe wasn't what, but I am better than y'all.
Better than the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm better than y'all. And so that's when you have those moments. That was interesting to have those moments where that one player is better than you. Like the Commanders and Bucks at the end. Jaden Daniels like, I'm better than y'all. Like, wasn't what we, player for player, it is what it is. I'm better than y'all. I'm about to show it these last 2.5 minutes.
Right.
All right, Chamel, we're gonna take a little bit of liberty here. That's not even in the rundown, but I'm doing it. Mike Vrabel was introduced as the 16th.
What you mean that even in the rundown?
Hey.
Producer.
He's redeemed himself. Mike Vrabel was introduced as the 16th head coach of the New England Patriots, which funny moment. 15 and a half is hilarious, but it's true. So what makes it funny is Bob Kraft, because I watched the whole press conference. Bob Kraft starts off by saying, 15 months ago, all of us was in this same spot. And I'm like, no, he's not about to bring up Mayo. But then he finishes with, introducing Mike into the Patriots Hall of Fame. I said, I forgot about that. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, see, exactly. I had forgot that just a year ago he went to the Patriots Hall of Fame. But 15 months ago,
not 12.
That's true. That is true. I was like, no, he's not about to bring up Jerome Mayo. But he has been introduced into as the Patriots' new head coach. Taylor Lewan, I don't know if you guys seen that video. Let me just send it to y'all. Put out like a 2.5-minute video of what it's like to play for Vrabel. Really interesting.
I seen that.
Yeah.
I think it's a good signing. I've always thought Vrabel was a top coach. He was just stuck in Tennessee where,
they kept taking his players from him.
Yeah, like so I think it's a good signing. I do think, unless Vrabel gives the okay for anybody on staff, clean house, man. Clean house.
The way he talked in the press conference, they asked him, and of course New England's media. They were asking him certain questions like, do you have roster control, which he does. He does that pretty excellently. And I have a thought on the management suite, but they also asked him about talent acquisition, his coaching staff, and he basically was like, "Yo, I don't know none of y'all, so there isn't gonna be any loyalty to you per se. Like
it shouldn't be
players and coaches. Like
I think that
I don't know nobody.
Yeah, he said that everybody's gonna have to
earn
the right
their
to
spot
be there every day.
Earn the right to be there. Earn the right to be there.
Should.
I think as an experienced coach, I think what he's gonna do is probably give everybody there like an interview, just to
Pretty
see,
much.
like just to see who sticks around. I see most of the people going to Chapel Hill with Bill Belichick, to be honest with you, at least on the defensive staff.
Yeah, I think a lot of the defense would have been.
I think a lot of defense is going to go to Chapel Hill. I wouldn't be surprised if special teams stayed. I wouldn't be surprised if the cornerbacks coach stayed. The whole offensive staff needs to be fired.
Yeah.
Which the way he talked, it sounded like, and he played coy in one of the questions because they asked him like, "Oh, have you solidified your coordinator picks?" And he kind of smiled before being like, "Yeah, no, that's nothing solidified. Like, dude, you already know. Like, maybe defense because I think he's out the Salah, but the whole world's expecting that it's Josh McDaniels for the OC pick."
See, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think it's going to be somebody from his other stops, because what I learned today, which I didn't really think about, Vrabel had the LaFleur connections. He had who's down there in Houston? Don't be surprised if it was anybody that might have been down in Houston there.
O'Brien,
yeah. People that was connected to O'Brien. I think Josh McDaniels is definitely a factor, but I think that Vrabel
very highly of him.
See how people, oh my gosh, Matt Stafford just ran a read option and got a yard.
Hey, hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. Ain't no way Sean McVay called a read option for that.
Hey, bro, that's offensive play calling right there, man.
So as a defense, I would feel so disrespected.
You got to pull out everything, bro.
No, son. As a defense, I would feel so disrespected. That's like always that clip of Peyton Manning on the bootleg where he just like runs by himself.
Bro, you got to
like even the cameraman's like watching the office line, Peyton just yaws into the end zone. Like,
got to be ready for everything, dog.
Oh my goodness!
Ain't no sense in taking that play call home, man. Like,
oh, speaking of Tramel's Falcons, before we get back to our real franchise, they are interviewing the former Bengals DC for your DC spot.
No.
Which I believe that's the first. It's not the first interview y'all have done, but it's the. Well, I don't know. I can't confirm.
I haven't heard about nobody, bro. No,
I hadn't heard nobody but Lou.
Bro,
now, granted, Lou had Jesse Bates, so Jesse's probably speaking pretty highly of him. In the building. Lou had Jesse.
Seen what he put on the field, bro. I mean, granted,
he also lost Jesse.
He runs a 4-3 scheme, and I think that's a lot better. I like 4-3 schemes more than 3-4s. I want my edge rushers rushing the passer at all times. I don't like that whole like TJ Watt starts dropping back. That gets weird. Yeah, bro. Like, no, bro. That's my best pass rusher, bro.
Why is TJ Watt in coverage? Because the rules say that he's on the weak side. You got to go to coverage now. What? Like, no, that's stupid. No. Or he's to the boundary, so he got to cover.
No, like, I want him. Stupid. I want him running at the quarterback. I want the quarterback
repeatedly.
Every time I drop back, one of the best rushers in the league is coming. And he has a chance of taking the ball out my hand. Like, I don't.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, but that's the first. That's the first DC hire. The first mention of the DC hire I've seen.
No, I don't know. No, we just sat here and tried to run the same. That same scheme they ran in the year they went on the Super Bowl run. That saw too high. No,
everybody's running too high now,
bro. But I mean, yeah, You know,
you run too high whenever you have linemen.
And we didn't have that, bro. Like
the Tampa too high started whenever you had it started from a team
like Warren Sapp.
Fucking yeah,
it worked that year. It worked that year. They went to the Super Bowl because they had Aaron Donald. Like, you know what I mean? Like Von Miller coming off the edge. Leonard Floyd had a resurgence in his career. Like, we ain't got that, bro. We got Matthew Judon, who's fat and looks out of shape.
No, like he looked like the person on that you trade on Madden when they're 35 and he's like, ain't gonna retire. And you're like, I don't want to cut you, so I'm gonna just trade you over there.
Like, he looks out of shape. He didn't.
Thanks for that 3rd round pick, man.
No experience
like,
coming out.
I mean, George Pickens.
No, y'all needed it more than we did. y'all gonna spend it on a punter anyway. Like, knowing y'all.
Here's the thing.
It's the Brady
quarterback.
Here's the thing. We're both in the same playoff. We're both in the same playoffs. We're not. Like, all you did was pick lower than us. Like,
had a chance. Y'all didn't have a chance.
Yeah, but in the end, you didn't.
I didn't come to
have a chance.
I didn't come to have a chance.
We were in 7-1 score games.
Changing my team's record prediction. One is 17-0, and it was 16-1, 15-2, 10-7.
That's not true. It was 17-0, and then we was because we won our first game. Then we lost like 6 in a row.
The road to 9-7. Like, no.
It's in the end, we are in the same playoffs. So I don't want to hear nothing.
Okay, man.
You can say that, but you're not finna sit here and act like we had one guy. I'm getting a little upset, but one guy just played the worst stretch of football in NFL history.
You clearly no. He didn't watch Patriot football where we threw 2 picks on one drive, and then right around the same time period threw a pick 6 to a defensive lineman on a lateral play. Okay, I don't want to hear
it. Imagine your team being in a position to win a football game.
I can't.
And the same outcome happens every time.
Pause. Stop right there.
The $50 million quarterback turn the ball over.
Don't know what those are either.
That's different. Yeah, $50 million quarterback.
$50 million quarterback turns the ball over.
But
you know how many times that happened to us this year?
A lot.
6.
But more
6. At least 6.
But it's okay. It's okay. You don't know why it's okay? No, it's okay.
When you have a $50 million quarterback,
I won't
move a game to a team that only kick field goals.
That's not Drake May not gonna do that. So
Drake may not do that at all, so we ain't got that problem. But more importantly, again, to a real franchise with banners and Super Bowls, the Patriots. Just quick note on the press conference. It was very weird. Because a lot of times coaches don't have connections to the city previously. So like Vrabel was like addressing the media by like first name, and they were like calling him Mike.
From Boston.
Yeah. So they were like calling him Mike, and then like he had like this weird like back and forth thing, like a female reporter. That got a little odd. Yeah.
She's not fine, so it was purely like they know
it was purely banter. And it was just weird. And then it's like, but I'm excited though. As a Patriots fan, I'm excited. This is the hire I wanted. I have the rest of my staff in my head figured out, which is McDaniel, Saleh, and the interim coach for the Saints on special teams.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Don't Saleh run the 4-3 scheme?
You said who?
Don't Saleh run a 4-3 scheme?
Yes.
I think it's 4-2-5 these days. But it's a more 4-3. Yeah, it's a more.
But I don't think Saleh will be it because I'm thinking if you look at the defense they're in, I don't know. One thing about Mike Vrabel and one thing that he said from the press conference that sticks out is that he's going to do what the players do well and get players to do that well. So I don't think that he has a thing. If you look at our team, we'd be a good 4-3 team. But, I don't know. But in Tennessee, he ran a 3-4. But we also don't have Jeffrey Simmons. So
there you go. The 3-4 takes a hell of a nose.
Y'all could trade for him.
A 3-4 has a hell of a nose, and he has one of the best. Yeah, he has one of the.
That third, I was telling Atlanta to trade for Jeffrey Simmons 2 years ago. I mean, it was last year.
But I think, well, since we talk about Vrabel, and we're all black, let's talk about the process of how we got to Vrabel. Outside of the firing of Gerard Mayo, because I think that there are multiple layers. I think the whole two things can be true with that. I don't think that he deserved to get fired. I also don't think that he was the right coach for the job.
Yeah.
I don't think you put a rookie head coach in a situation without veteran coaches around him, with so much instability, and everybody was new. Everybody was new across the board. So I don't think you could expect that to work. I don't think you expect that to work out. Right.
But that's what I was saying previously when they were making a hire anyway. Oh, when they were talking about firing Bill. Bill was the football operations side from top to bottom.
Exactly.
He did everything. So when they were mentioning Mayo as the coach in waiting, I was like, bad idea, because when Bill goes, there goes your scouting department, there goes your drafter, there goes your head coach. For 20 years, it's been the Bill Belichick way, or 25 years, it's been the Bill Belichick way from top to bottom. Like, it was so much Belichick that when the season went in for the Patriots, he would tell the scouts to move to the next draft, and then he and whoever the top personnel guy would do the draft from the time the season ended to draft night. Nobody else knew anything.
But like, here's the thing though. Like, I think that the coaching waiting thing isn't bad, because I think that Bill knew that Gerard was supposed to be the coach of waiting. I think that Gerard, because Bill brought Gerard back. Whenever he was a player, they used to call him Gerard Belichick.
Yeah.
So they was close. And in 2019 and 2020, Gerard was on the headset right next to Bill Belichick. He was closer to him than his son. And I think that what happened was Bill and Kraft got into it. And I think that Gerard kind of rolled with Kraft, because it's kind of like, hey, I may or may not get a head coaching job. This will help me get a head coach job. But I think that Gerard was supposed to be the successor. I think in a perfect world, it was supposed to go Mac Jones be a franchise quarterback. We be in playoff contention, win a couple games. Bill Belichick break the record. He spent that last season or two mentoring Gerard. And then boom, Gerard got him, Bill O'Brien is OC. He appoint his DC. Steve is DC, blah, 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 right? And then we go into the new year. But that's not what happened. We shit the bucket. They hired Gerard anyway because they had it in contract. But they were so fucking cheap. Instead of whenever Vrabel came, they was like, ooh, maybe we should get Vrabel. And it was like, nah, we told Gerard we had a thing. But I think Jonathan Kraft, the son, was like, nah, Dad, you got to get Vrabel. And it was kind of like, we can't just fire him because it's going to be a bad look, especially if we promised him. So we're going to see how good he can be. But we're not going to spend any of our money on, because everybody's talking about, oh, you had the number 4 draft, you got the number 4 draft pick and $130 million in cap space. Last year we had the number 3 draft pick and $130 million in cap space, and we did nothing with one of those. We didn't get draft pick. So the only reason why this time I think it's going to be different is because I think, okay, now they got a guy that they went to go pick their guy currently that's also the best for the situation. Because I think that Vrabel was the best coach on the market. I think that Aaron Glenn is a close second. Right. The way that they went about conducting the interviews, the way they went about the process was a fucking trash bucket. I think the Runnin rule just needs to go ahead and go, to be honest with you. The Runnin rule should only be for front office people. I don't think it should be for coaches. Because I think there's enough good black coaches that have proven that I think they can stand on their own. So I think the Runnin rule just need to go.
I would say
I think that
I would say it's more beneficial front office.
Yeah, because once you get people of color in for those front office jobs, they're gonna be more open minded to hiring black coaches. All right,
like the Vikings GM doing a hell of a job.
All right, and then so I think how they did with the Runnin rules, fucking crazy and disrespectful. But I mean, the rule itself is bad, and I'm not one to tell people you can hire whoever you want. But if you are a bad organization who organizationally you have done things one way for a very long time, and that way stopped working, and you don't really know how other shit works, you don't need to go with your gut and just grab your first choice. You need to hear all options. So as a Patriots fan, my problem was like, hey, why didn't you take any of these interviews seriously? Why didn't you seriously wait to interview Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn and Liam Cohen and whoever else the hell is available? Go see what Doug Peterson has to say. Go see what, you know what I'm saying? Go see what Salah has to say. Go see what Brian Flores learned, you know what I'm saying, in other places. Absorb the other, because your organization itself, you're not just getting a new coach. You got to get.
You're basically an infant.
Yeah.
Because you did one thing one way, and you're tearing it all the way down and starting all the way back up.
And granted, I think Vrabel is going to help with that because he got experience in college and other places in the NFL. That's great. He's not just from the
Belichick guy.
Yeah. But at the same time, it doesn't hurt to get as many years because you're basically doing the same thing. The only difference is Vrabel got a good track record. So it's a good thing that Vrabel got a good resume as a head coach, or else you'll look like a jackass.
Which I mean, we could drop the mic on that one. I ain't gonna nap that. I guess.
Bro, because I ain't gonna lie, it's fucking silly. Like, I'm really mad at how they did Gerard. He didn't do himself no favors, but just like you treat your rookie coach, you got any coach, just like you treat your quarterback, you got to treat your coach. They go hand in hand. You have to support them. Make sure they have good coordinators. If you knew Gerard was the fucking guy 5 years ago, you should have been putting front office people in place and stuff like that. You fired Belichick too soon, or maybe not enough, or maybe you didn't take the time.
I think y'all fired him too soon, bro.
It was too early. Nothing was in place for a transition. And that was my whole issue with a Belichick firing. I kept saying, okay, you fire Belichick, and then what?
Okay, but I get it. I kind of get it, though, because you already made up in your mind that you wanted the rookie quarterbatter.
Y'all got desperate.
We got desperate. You made up in your mind that you didn't want him to fuck up another rookie quarterback. So I'm cool with getting him.
What also happened was I'm a billionaire. I want control of my thing back. For 25 years, I've been quiet because you've been telling me basically leave me alone. I got it, and I've been winning. Now you're telling me leave me alone. I got it, and we're a laughing stock. So if I'm gonna lose, I may at least lose, and I'm in control of it.
And I think that's what it was. But I don't think that they should have did it like that. I think they should have tried to find other ways, because if there's anything, Bill Belichick is the greatest coach of all time. I think the Patriots organization is one of the 3 greatest organizations in sports of all time. I think that Robert Kraft is a good owner. Guess what? Tom Brady helped a lot of that shit. And we're seeing, and we've been seeing it for the past 5 years.
He covered a lot. And people talk about he covered a lot with the coaching. He covered a lot with the organization.
He covered
with
a lot
players too.
With the players, with the organization, with the coaching, because
that culture was left, like
everything fell apart. Everything
immediately.
Fell apart.
I mean, Bob Kraft referenced Brady in the opening thing of the press conference today. They called him Tommy. Like,
and that's another thing where they kind of fucked up it. Go ahead and sell him that 5% instead of with the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know how he gets to the Raiders. There is no way on this planet. If Brady's interested in ownership, he's not a part owner of the Patriots.
Well, here's the thing, though. I think if you want bang for your buck, you go get the Raiders, because Vegas is supposed to be the next
hotbed of everything.
City. Right.
Yeah, because
but I think that if you're the Patriots, I'm not letting Tom Brady be the owner of another team.
I'd give him 7.5% for the same price he paid 5 for the Raiders. There's no way he'll ever, like, this is not possible.
And I honestly don't think that he's really helping. Like, all the reports out there, he helping with, like,
yeah, he's gonna go recruit a coach. Man, come on,
he ain't doing that shit. He got
TB12 still.
He's a minority owner. Best thing he did to Alex Guerrero is probably gonna get a training position.
Yeah, he got TB12 still. He's still on the Fox though. He got all other side businesses. His ex-wife keep being with trainers. I mean, he has a lot going on in his life to where jumping in for a coaching search is probably not the highest on his list.
Yeah, he's not about to sit in on Ben Johnson's interview.
Yeah, he's not, bro. Like, and I don't think he actually can. Like, it's just he can do an informal phone call to Ben, but I don't think he actually like be in the room. Like,
I think that's the only reason why Ben Johnson took the interview. I think Brady made a call.
Yeah, like he's not going to Indianapolis and go to the combine. Like, there's just certain things he's not gonna unless he has a fox tie on. There's just certain things he's not about to do.
I don't know. Look, I want to say by this time next year, when we're recording in the Atlanta studio, hopefully, perfectly, you know what I'm saying? But we can say that hey, the Patriots look like a real football team. Because that's all I wanted was to stop the silly shit. I wanted a year of not having silly shit. We had silly shit for the past 5 years. Fuck the record. Stop the silly shit. The Falcons, y'all used to silly shit. I ain't gonna lie. The Falcons have been goofy my whole life.
Not really.
Honestly, y'all even lost a Super Bowl kind of silly.
All right, maybe not
goofy. Franchise? No.
Y'all
like,
lost.
Y'all literally like the most losingest franchise in American
If you say mediocre, I can say, all right, cool. Yeah, cool. But goofy is like Jets, Panthers. That's goofy. True. We ain't that low.
You hear that, Patriots? You hear that, Patriots? You are with Jets and Panthers now, Patriots. You are Jets, Panthers, Titans. That's you. New England Patriots, Browns. That's how y'all are without Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's goofy franchises.
It's goofy.
No, they just find ways to lose in embarrassing ways. Shout out the Falcons. Shout out 20.
We threw the fucking ball on a fucking lateral and could just win overtime.
But no one saw that besides like.
Stop giving these niggas grace, man.
It's not as funny anymore because, like, I mean, it's old. It has to be all right, cool. It's like, and you know what's really sad? It's sad that you're still using it as a reference. It's like your team has been that bad for that long. That's the only reference you can use. Like,
but you've been bad since then too. Because again, we're in the same playoffs. Both of our teams did the exact same thing this weekend.
No.
They did the same thing, except you have Kirk Cousins to get off your books. We don't.
Okay, he gonna be gone. Shout out to Cleveland, a goofy franchise. only a goofy franchise would want Kirk Cousins after seeing what he just did.
I think he'll be better. Look, all I'm saying is somebody gonna do something.
I'm trying to be John. You're not this nice.
Stop giving him grace. Stop giving him grace. Stop giving him grace,
bro.
You said the same thing to me. Stop giving him grace.
Okay. Since you think he'll be that good, if you didn't have Drake May, would you want him as
go to hell?
No. Exactly.
We didn't have Drake May. We had Michael Penix.
Hey, both of them still better than Kirk Cousins.
On that note, Jackson signed us out. I went on my Patriots rant. We had some fun. Forget to sign out. Jackson kind of spoiled it at the beginning. Welcome T-Mail to the IMS family. New show, name pending, coming soon. So yeah.
Name pending is hysterical.
I'm on like 6 shows now, man. I feel like Chad. I feel like Ocho. I got 35 jobs.
But congratulations and welcome to the IMS fam.
Thanks,
also the JTS fam as well. Honestly, probably the official third member of the JTS family.
Honestly, bro, it's about time that I made it here. I've been the JTS biggest supporter.
Audience, y'all see how I soft launched him in here? It's called producing.
Hey, this guy's a loser. He also froze on his own stream. Got stuck. Yeah, that's called producing. But yeah, the official third member of the JTS family. So definitely would to have you on a lot more. But anyway, this has been a great show. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us for about an hour.
We recorded this one.
We did record this one. Again, great dark episode last time. It was a random
producer didn't record the other one.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's called producing, right?
On the video.
I'm
I
just
will
the
say
editor.
though, we did plan on like also like reviewing some of the game, but that shit just
That was not much to review. Yeah,
maybe in the division.
maybe a division round. We may do a division round straight.
No,
But I'll
come back, man.
no. I believe they're currently sacking Sam Darnold as we speak. But yeah, it's just bad. But more importantly, this has been a great episode. Again, shout out T-Mail for the first of probably a lot of appearances on the show. And of course, as always, Jive from the Hey Jive podcast. Follow at jtimesports on all of your favorite social media platforms. Again, the same handle for everything. You don't have to look very hard. And this is your host, Justin Jackson, signing out.
Peace.